Lights, camera, action!
When a script is written that is so bad, no one will film it. These brave podcasters will bring it to life just so they can mock it. This is Table Reads.
So the movie's kaput, which means your script ain't worth the buffalo shit on a nickel.
Table Reads with Sean McBee, Kelly Levier, and Joshua Baker.
Oh my God, they both came back to record with me again. I feel so blessed. Hashtag blessed.
Bribery goes a long way.
We are here. We are here.
Bribery? You're cheap.
Diet Coke.
I
That's
just
all
gave
I
you
need.
one can of Diet Coke, and you're ready to go.
He just gave me a glass of water.
Yeah, you got to work your way up.
Oh, man.
Hey, man, there's beer that you brought and left in my fridge. I gave you the refrigeration for your beer.
Appreciate the hell out of that, man.
Oh, yeah, you're so welcome. Everybody doing all right? You ready to read some shit?
Oh, man, I can't wait to go down another dark alley dungeon. The darkest.
The dankest dungeon.
The dankest dungeon.
You got all those dank dungeons, man.
I mean,
everything is so the most.
Always.
Most
like
so
completely.
Just all run on sentences with 12 commas. It's like I wrote it.
Oh, and by the way, I did look up other scripts from William Goldman, and they are similarly not in screenplay format.
Okay.
That's his shtick.
I guess, yeah.
He writes the way he writes, and he won Oscars for it, and he's the greatest, so I'm not going to question it.
Okay.
But we should work on getting caught up on where we were.
Previously on Table Reads.
So once we were done being creeped out by the deadest man you ever saw and an army of roaches, we got introduced to young Billy Batson, orphan and human C-average. We also meet his friend Jenny, the most over-sexualized 15-year-old since R. Kelly's last restroom break.
Yikes.
Billy is so into her that he intentionally blows a potential adoption so that he can stay an orphan and play basketball with her. Heading out on an orphanage field trip, that's a thing, right? To a museum, Billy trips on the way out of the subway, getting left behind by the rest of the group, which allows a mysterious stranger to take him to a mystical subway platform. I can't believe I just said that with a straight face.
That's what they're calling it nowadays, huh?
It's magical.
Where a dragon train takes him to a hall featuring creepy statues and a creepy wizard named Shazam, who tells Billy that he can have great power by speaking the wizard's name. Doing so, Billy finds himself waking in a daze back in the non-mystical subway platform. But then we're back to the creepy dungeon from the opening, where we left off. We had just discovered that the deadest man we ever saw was in fact some sort of scary guy named Dr. Sivana, though we are not told what the hell that means.
Fade in.
We immediately start into a montage. A frantic montage, if you will. And what we concentrate on is this ancient, brilliant scientist, frail as he is, running a barrage of tests on the corpse. Taking blood, sticking needles under fingernails, doing heart monitoring, doing cardiograms, brain scans, every test you ever heard of, apparently.
All the tests. These are the best tests.
Oh, the best tests. They're the greatest tests. They're the testiest tests you ever heard. Actually, you know what? I think we need some, like, creepy music. There we go.
R. Kelly, right?
Every test you ever heard of, and a lot more you never dreamed existed.
Gross.
The old scientist tires as the testing goes on. It's just, with this test tube's going, oh, God.
Another test?
Me.
The warden gets more and more desperate, and through it all, one thing remains the same. The corpse is clearly that, a dead man. Cut to the sun, starting its glide down. Cut to the main prison gates starting to open. Cut to the lab. The warden is looking out through the window at the gates. A hearse can be seen coming through.
Time's up.
Cut to the German scientist studying the corpse. Just as a reminder, everybody, time's up is because the corpse's family is coming to claim it.
Yeah, thank you for that reminder.
And so all the tests are because he's trying to ascertain whether the deadest man you ever saw is in fact faking it.
You can never be too careful. He's been duped before.
Yeah.
This guy must be some serious kind of evil. I mean, I am sort of familiar with the character from the comics, and he's like a mad scientist type.
I didn't get that from the most brilliant German scientist you've ever seen.
No,
You're the dead guy.
The corpse. The
Oh,
corpse.
Sivana,
Yeah, you're saying
yeah.
the corpse, yeah.
He's like a mad scientist type. I didn't ever get the sense that there was some Stephen Kingian level of macabre horror to him.
But isn't every scientist in comics a mad scientist? It's like the only reason to bring a scientist
They're not like
in.
a reasonable scientist.
Right. They're never just like a good guy who just wants to cure cancer.
You know, reasonable scientists are just they're not taken seriously.
That's true. That's
If
very
we
true.
had some mad scientists going on about climate change, some people would fucking listen.
Mr.
And
Freeze.
die, but-
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Poison ivy.
I
She
mean,
was a botanist.
you wouldn't have senators getting on the floor of the Senate going, climate change isn't real, if there was a guy with a fucking laser killing everybody who hurt the environment.
Sounds like you found a niche that needs to be filled.
Captain Planet. That's actually a great idea. I want to see this comic. Like, it's Captain Planet, but he's an evil Captain
Yeah.
Planet. He's protecting.
I mean, it's
Like,
basically Poison Ivy's origin story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, except he's like stringing up Jeff Bezos, and he's like, it's like, I'll teach you to strip the world of their resources. Even though it's really convenient.
Carbon neutrality is something to strive for. Cut to the German scientist studying the corpse. I have run every known test. They all assure me he is dead. And now, wiped out, he sinks into a chair. But this was Sivana. He looks at the warden now. Why don't we just kill him ourselves to make sure?
I was up all night. I was up all last night thinking about that. But that makes us like him.
Cut to the warden walking away from the window. The German scientist has aged a decade in these few hours. He started off old.
Super old.
Pray.
Cut to behind the orphanage, late afternoon. A gorgeous thick wood, a gorgeous fast-rushing stream. On the far side, a perfect meadow with cows grazing. We can hear Billy and Jenny. He better be giving her shit for, like, knocking him down.
Giving him a concussion and then bailing.
Yes, exactly.
Nerd.
Billy, take it easy. What are you so scared about?
Cut to the stream as they reach it. They are totally alone.
Oh, no.
Oh, Bill.
Oh, Bill.
Billy stops, Jenny right alongside, and no question, he's frightened. Jen, I told you everything I remember, and we both know it sounds nuts, right? Well, what if it didn't happen? That would mean I was crazy, and holy moly, that's very scary.
Ugh, I hate holy moly. How many times do I have to tell you? It is so disgustingly retro. Though shizzle would thrill me. I can even live with holy crap or hot damn.
Can we please just get back to the subject of my sanity?
We'll only find out when you say the magic word.
Billy nods.
So, say it.
He hesitates,
I'm waiting.
still hesitating.
Say it, Billy. Say shaboom.
Not shaboom, you idiot! You could be talking to the world's mightiest mortal, so I'd like a little respect here. What?
I know why you won't say it. You've forgotten it, right?
That would be great. He spends the whole rest of the movie going,
Shaboom!
Shabazzle! Shaboop!
Shiznabop.
Shish kebab! Go, Webb, go! Cut to Billy. Humbled. He pulls a piece of paper out of his pocket. Oh, good, he wrote it down.
He wrote it down.
I didn't exactly forget it. I just wrote it down to be sure I said it right. Shows it to her. You know much about these guys? Cut to the paper. He's written down 6 names of the gods.
We'll look them up later on Google. Now, quit stalling or I'm out of here. I'm glad that they needed to Google Hercules. Like, okay, guys.
Who's Hercules, guys?
What's the orphanage education program around here? It's not good.
I mean, look, if you need to Google something that The Rock was in a movie about.
Or there was a Disney film with the title.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
He put the H in hero.
It's true, he did. He did.
he did. He went the distance.
Yeah. From a 0 to hero.
I don't know that this music is appropriate at all.
I feel like we're back in Hercules right now. Oh, what's going on? I'm Hades. Like,
No, Just gonna pick music.
there you go.
Welcome to Picking Music with Sean, Kelly, and Joshua. Cut to Billy, close up. He is so terrified, either that it will work or it won't. Woman, no one walks out on the world's mightiest mortal. Behold! Shazam! And suddenly, above him, a black cloud appears, and through it comes the bolt of lightning that Sean played early, along with a deafening blast of thunder and, cut to, Captain Marvel. He stands there, 25 years old, in his famous red costume, white cape billowing in the breeze. Cut to Jenny, stunned, staring at him.
Holy moly.
hot damn.
Hot damn. Holy crap. Bo shizzle.
The whole diatribe. Cut to Captain Marvel. He speaks here in Billy's voice, and he moves like Billy. And when he's like this, he'll be referred to as he is here.
So you are going to have an 11-year-old boy's voice throughout this.
What do you think, Jen? Cut to Jenny, close up. Long pause, then...
I'd lose the cape.
Cut to the two of them. You don't think it adds a note of mystery or anything?
You look like the head waiter in that old Dracula movie we saw.
I think it's part of the deal. It won't give.
I'll just have to get used to it. Okay, let's have a look at you.
Cut to Captain Marvel as he turns. He is the most fabulous looking man in the history of the civilized world.
He turned into Jude Law.
Have you seen Jude Law lately?
Jude Law?
Yeah.
That's your...
Did you not see him in
Are you
Fantastic
talking about
Beasts?
Dumbledore? You talk about that Dumbledore?
Jude Law in everything.
You're trying to get that Dumbledore.
Well, yeah.
Sorry.
Jude Law anytime.
Sorry. He's already with that Johnny Depp, though.
No.
Yep.
We'll fix that. That's a mistake. Billy Batson, you have turned into some hottie.
Who is 10 years older than me, and this is all inappropriate and creepy. Just putting that out there right now.
I think we've left inappropriate and creepy, when it was a gorgeous 4-year-old.
It's kind of like a fan fiction.
Yeah,
Like, it kind of
easy.
feels like that.
I mean, it actually pretty much literally is.
Yeah.
Except he got paid at least $1 million to write it. That was his, rate last I heard.
Good Lord.
That's just for the first draft. Subsequent drafts, he gets paid on top of it. You'd believe I was mighty and everything?
Look at those muscles. Are they real?
I
Jenny.
think. But I haven't had them very long. Want to feel?
I don't know. Oh, God.
She puts her hands on his biceps and...
Ugh.
Cut to Jenny, close up. And this is a huge moment, folks. Because even in her baggy clothing, We know that we are looking at one of the great-looking creatures on Earth, and she has known Billy since he was a baby, and they have been through a lot. All of these are on different lines.
Yeah, and underlined.
Oh my
They're all
god.
broken out, and it's just bizarre.
Oh no.
But this is different, because as her fingers touch his arm, sex suddenly
God.
puts in an appearance on the scene.
Is that like a character? Like da 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 da. Like hey, I'm the sex.
I'm a little early, but
You guys know what sex is, right?
and oh my god, you can see it in her enormous eyes.
Wait,
Yeah.
oh my god, spelled O-M-I-G-O-D.
Yeah, you can.
A.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Cut to Captain Marvel, close up, staring back. He's gonna use the powers of the world's mightiest mortal to bang a 15-year-old girl. That's what's gonna happen here, right?
Yeah.
Wisdom of Solomon? No, let's just be Shazam today and get it on.
No, we'll just get the libido of Zeus, is what that
Yeah,
scene
there
is
you
for.
go. Yeah.
Fair. Totally fair. Cut to Captain Marvel, close up, staring back. Oh my god, why is she staring at me like that? That is not dialogue. That
It's
is
just
direction.
underlined.
Him thinking about it, or
Cut to Jenny and Captain Marvel, close up. Eyes locked, but only for an instant. Cut to Jenny suddenly pulling away, stepping back, taking a breath.
Your voice sucks. You should work on it.
He nods. We stay on him now as he experiments, making his voice more powerful. Hello there, my name is Captain Glad to meet you. I'm Captain Marvel, and I am the world's mightiest. La la la, oh sole mio. Cut to Jenny, gesturing for him to keep at it. Billy / Captain Marvel takes a final deep breath. Do not mess with me. And he's got it. A deep, powerful voice, or the closest Sean can get to it, that commands respect, attention, and coming from his perfect body, I got that part down, right?
Yeah, easy.
You know what he's just said is true. You never want this guy angry at you. Jenny circles thumb and forefinger.
A definite keeper. I was just wondering,
She opens the piece of paper with the 6 names on it.
what can you do?
You, baby.
Hey.
You. Oh.
It says you've got the stamina of Atlas.
Jesus.
He held up the world, right? What can you hold up?
Dead ass. Jesus.
Don't ask me stuff like that.
Don't ask me stuff like that.
Pointing to a rock on the edge of the stream.
Can you hold that up?
Cut to the rock. No, cut to this rock. And it's big, all right.
How does he know his name is Captain Marvel, by the way?
Shazam told him that he would become
Oh, yeah,
Captain
yeah,
Marvel.
that's right, yeah.
And it's big, all right. Nothing monstrous, but it's probably 10 feet across. Again, with his guessing. You know you're God in this world, right, William? You can tell us
God's
the
not so good with
specific
measurements.
dimensions. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna make up cubits. How many cubits is this rock, William Goldman? It's half in and half out of the water. The stream is quietly flowing. Lovely. And on the far side is an equally lovely meadow. Dozens of cows munching happily away. Cut to Captain Marvel as he approaches the rock. Thank you so much for picking something so feather-like my first time out of the chute.
Look, if you're the world's mightiest mortal, you should be able to at least budge that.
Stand back, woman!
Yikes.
Cut to, the yikes part is him referring to her as a woman.
Just woman. That's what happens when you turn 25.
That's what happens when you're 15. He just has to say that to like justify all of
any
this.
implication that she is a woman and not a girl makes me very uneasy at this point.
Same, frankly, William.
Cut to The Rock as Captain Marvel takes a deep breath, squats down, hoists it up, and it is like a feather. Cut to Captain Marvel, thrilled, holding it high above his head with one hand. Jen, watch this! And he begins to tap the huge boulder back and forth from one hand to the other, like it was a basketball. Cut to Jenny, just amazed. Is this mighty or what?
Don't get carried away.
Right. I'll just dump it back in the stream, which is what he does. Gives a little toss. Oops. Cut to Jenny, shocked, staring. Cut to The Rock. Not this rock, The Rock. By the way, The Rock is Captain Marvel's main nemesis in the new... I don't know if he's in the movie that's coming out.
Oh, I think he is.
But he's
I'll Google it.
Going to be the character Black Adam.
Awesome.
I think Black Adam is in the upcoming one. Let me check.
I know he's getting his own movie because he's The Rock, and you can't just make him second fiddle to Zachary Levi.
Oh, no, he's not. He's not in the upcoming one.
He'll probably be in the post-credits scene or something.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, what do you mean upcoming? It came out last week. You guys haven't seen it yet?
Yeah, totally. It was so good. So good.
The best.
Not as good as this script, obviously. But
No.
Yeah, I mean...
Didn't have any gorgeous 4-year-olds.
I think we should do a comparative analysis once we're done with the script. Do a special episode, compare and contrast the two Shazams.
And Captain Marvel.
Yes.
Because they're all in contention for the same crown.
Yeah.
Cut to... Wait, where are we?
The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
The Rock.
Oh, he gives it a little toss. Cut to Jenny, shocked, staring. Cut to The Rock, roaring through the air, crossing the stream. But you said crossing the streams was bad. Still Ghostbusters.
Don't cross the streams.
Yeah. Landing in the meadow like a rocket just came down, rolling across the meadow, and man, the cows are terrified. They moo and moan and get out of the way as we cut to The Rock, rolling, still rolling, and cut to the cows. The cows stampeding now because their meadow has been invaded, and none of them get hurt, but you can tell just looking at them they're all a little tenser than they were a few seconds ago. And cut to Captain Marvel and Jenny, watching as it finally comes to a halt. Probably I should work on my throwing motion.
Sounds like an idea to me.
I wonder, do you think maybe Atlas had some bad days? Now, from them, cut to the hearse we saw entering the prison gates as it comes to a halt by the main office. Wait a second. It was the stamina of Hercules and the strength of Atlas?
No, because I thought the same thing. It's the strength of Hercules, the stamina of Atlas. Probably because, he's holding up the world forever.
It takes a lot of time to do that.
Literally all of eternity.
Yeah.
One could argue that's a lot of time.
Yeah, especially when you have to turn the whole time.
Yeah.
I guess the Greeks didn't really so much know about that.
Depending on what era we're in, yeah.
Oh, Atlas was probably like a Harlem Globetrotter, just like spinning the earth on his finger.
Yeah, he's just totally chill.
Cut to the hearse, blah, blah, blah. Cut to Warden Hackman and the prison doctor hurrying down a bright hall. Wait, there we go. Go back to our creepy music. Hurrying down a bright hall. Up ahead, a guard waits.
Body in the viewing room.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, I just assumed that guard was a man. Kelly, did you Did you want to be the guard?
I mean, I might have, but it's cast now.
The warden quickly opens a door, ushers the doctor inside.
Let them in.
The guard nods, leaves. So many parentheticals. So, the parenthetical is supposed to be for your dialogue. Right. Like, sheepishly. Oh, But this is Warden Hackman, let them in, and then underneath Warden Hackman is a parenthetical that says, the guard nods, comma, leaves. That is dialogue. Or no, that is not dialogue, that is direction. You put that in the direction, this parenthetical doesn't even apply to the warden.
He does what he wants.
Yeah, it's William Goldman.
It's whatever he wants.
Yeah.
His last name is Goldman.
I feel like he's just fucking
Who are
with
you
people
to tell
at this
him what to
point.
do?
He is the best gold man on the planet.
Well,
The
no
goldest
longer.
men. Well, yeah.
Yeah. See, we're all better than him because we're alive.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Gauntlet
suck on
thrown.
that.
Better knock on some wood right now.
Nah. I'm good. Cut to a tiny space, dark, cramped.
The tiniest.
Hackman gestures for the doctor to be silent. Then he lifts a small piece of wood from a wall, revealing the viewing room. Dr. Sivana lies on a high table, his body under a sheet.
You'll see now. They'll give him away.
Cut to the viewing room as the guard we just saw opens a door. Your father's in here. As he makes room for people to pass. Cut to two people as they enter.
Fancy.
We are looking at gods.
Hey.
The man first, late 20s maybe. Just a huge guy. 6'4", might hit the scale at 230. All muscle.
Wait, so who would you cast as this guy?
The Rock.
Tom Hardy.
The Rock's already in this.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy's too short. He's like 5'9". I'm saying Army Hammer.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Young.
I'm 6'4", 230 pounds, and there's two of me.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect.
He wears a dark suit, but no material could easily conceal his power. He moves like a dancer. Wonderful features. People must have been turning to stare at him all his life. His name is Magnificus Sivana.
Oh, it's a family name.
J.K. Rowling named this character.
Yes, easy.
Also, I'm seeing a lot of J.K. Rowling influence in here. I mean, the whole subway scene, was anybody getting a platform 9 3/4?
Yeah, for sure.
Shot?
For
Yeah.
sure.
And he is the mutt in the family. For his sister, close alongside him, is just too beautiful. 25. You're 26 now, right?
Yeah. What?
Just missed it.
I know. Could have been me.
25. Dressed, of course, in black. And she is one of those perfect blondes.
Ugh.
Just like Kelly.
Yeah. Look at this luxurious blonde mane.
What you can't tell about her yet is that she has a body that never quits and a mind on par with their father's. Sorry, I thought I had to sneeze, like real bad. And then as soon as I muted my mic,
Done.
Gone.
Wait, so who are we casting for her?
You.
No. No, really.
This
This is important. Setting the tone.
Blonde, the most beautiful bluff. I don't know. Wait, did it say that she's like crazy tall or anything?
No. I mean, probably, but no.
She has a body that never quits, so all of her organs are good.
Yeah. She wears a lot of black, like every blonde.
I don't know, maybe... Oh, 25. January Jones is way too old.
I was going to say Charlize Theron, but
Me
that's
too.
a little old, yeah.
God, my forever woman.
Oh my God.
I would say like Amber Heard if she was not already in the DC universe.
Well, this is an alternate DC universe where
True.
Zack Snyder didn't come and fuck everything up. So, Amber Heard's good.
Yeah, no.
You're on board with Amber Heard?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we've got Army Hammer and Amber Heard walking in.
Sounds good.
Okay.
This is Butia Savannah. Butia?
Beautia? I feel like it's obvious enough to be Beautia.
Yeah. This is Magnificus and Butia. What is their father's name?
I refuse to be
Creepicus?
addressed as anything but.
Zombicus.
The guard leaves them. They are alone with their father. Quietly, one very slow step at a time, they approach the table with the sheet over it. One of them on each side now. Cut to the warden and the doctor, waiting. No question, this is a big moment for the warden. Excitement is clear behind his eyes. Cut to Magnificus and Beautia. He reaches to pull the sheet away. Cannot stop his hand from trembling out of control. His hand drops to his side. He nods for his sister to do it. Well, she's tougher than him, too. She can't. They look at each other. And as we watch, we realize that this is a brother and sister who rely on each other for strength, for comfort. There is no question of the depth of caring.
Lannisters is what we're looking at.
Lannisters.
Lannisters.
Oh, I hope not. We've got enough creepiness.
It'd be
going
pretty
on.
par for this script so
Yeah.
far, though. Like,
I mean, you know they had to have bonded over those horrible names that marks a person.
Yeah.
it's true.
Then, as we watch, her perfect face falls apart.
I don't want him to be dead. Please, I don't want him to be dead.
You've got to be strong for us both.
Cut to, they're shaking hands as together we ran out of music, guys.
Wah, wah, wah. Da-na. There it is.
This is perfect.
Yeah, it's good.
As together they manage to clutch the sheet, pull it away, and cut to Dr. Sivana. And he's looking even worse now.
There's bugs everywhere. His eyes are bugs.
He's made of bugs.
Hissing cockroaches.
Dead, sure, of course, that. But in the past little while, he's been strangled. He's been tested and prodded and poked. Cut to Magnificus and Beautia. I can't stop saying those names. Staring at what was once their father. And now it really hits home.
But I'm not strong. Not without him. I want to die too.
He wouldn't want that. He would want us to be strong.
But we never even got the chance to say goodbye.
He knew we loved him. He did. That's true.
Oh, please, I hope so.
And it's clear. We are watching just the most terrible anguish. Nothing phony, nothing false. As they both do their both
Both do their both.
as they both do their best to somehow regain control. Cut to Warden Hackman and the doctor staring in, almost embarrassed to be watching. Satisfied? Even Hackman is touched. He nods, his obsession over.
I admit it. I was wrong.
Now, from his sad face, cut to...
Table Reads will return after this brief word from our sponsors.
What's up, docs and docettes? Trevor Thompson, the self-appointed Looney Tunes critic here, and if you like old cartoons and watching online reviewers dissect them, then you probably said the same thing I did about 2 years ago. Hey, what the fuck?
Here, watch your language, bud. We're on the air.
No, I said, why the heck isn't there a Looney Tunes critic? I mean, nobody's devoted strictly to Looney Tunes Merry Melodies, and whenever people do review that stuff, half the time they get it wrong. And they're all millennials, too, so everything before 1985 is racist. Ugh. Well, I'm the guy you want anyway. Every Saturday morning, I do a brand new commentary of a Warner Brothers short. All throughout the month, I do video essays examining the history of these cartoons. And every few months, I do a full-length review and or interviews with people who worked on Looney Tunes projects. Catch my videos on youtube.com/FerrisWheelhouse2 or just use the hashtag Looney Tunes Critic. And now, here's Eric Bauza, the new voice of Bugs Bunny, to bring this commercial home.
You've been listening to Trevor Thompson, the self-appointed Looney Tunes critic. Ain't he a stinker?
Lights, camera, action.
So the movie's kaput, which means your script ain't worth the buffalo shit on a nickel.
Now, back to Table Reads.
Those were the best, most exciting, and convincing commercials I have ever heard in my life.
They were pretty awesome. Bugs Bunny was incredible.
Yeah. And those other two, we know what they were.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, they were fun. We don't need to talk about them though, but we know what they were. I like breaking the fourth wall. It's fun.
There's a wall there.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't know about radio walls? You never heard about radio walls?
Okay, Zach Morris.
Time out.
By the way, I watched Josie and the Pussycats over the weekend.
Okay.
And because that movie is fantastic, by the way. It really genuinely is. It is hilarious. And they're on a plane, and this one character turns to Missy Pyle and it's like, I don't even know why you're here. She's like, I'm here because I was in a comic book.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty great. But we're reading a script, and so the deadest man you ever saw is dead. My hope is that throughout the whole thing, he's just a corpse, and everybody's making a big deal of him, and his status as dead never changes.
That would be a beautiful addition, and I would love William Goldman
It is
even
my
more.
sincerest wish. All right, let's get back into it, everybody.
Fade in.
Cut to Jenny's room in the orphanage. She is really rocking it up, apparently. A really nice place on the second floor. Outside, moonlight. All kinds of famous faces decorate the walls. Spruill next to Jimmy Cagney. Who's Spruill?
I have no idea. Maybe they meant Jewel.
Spreewell, maybe the basketball guy.
I'm looking.
Spreewell.
Kelly will tell us. Next to
If-
Jimmy Cagney.
Former professional basketball player? I'm assuming that's not it.
Well, she likes basketball.
Yeah.
True, that's true.
Yup.
That's
And
true.
Jimmy Cagney. I don't
So there we go. Spreewell next to Jimmy Cagney. Elvis between the two great Hepburns, Audrey and Kate.
Not the shitty one.
One of them has an E in their name, so they don't actually have the same last name, but whatever. Jenny is at her desk working her computer. Not working on her computer, she's working
She's
her
working
computer.
it.
Ugh.
Billy sits alongside.
Here's a winner. Achilles knew he was going to die at Troy, but he still went there. Pretty brave, huh? Who's left?
Mercury, my turn. They switch seats. Cut to the computer screen. We are on the main page of Google.
Definitely Bing, let's be real.
Because Bing's the one that pays people to use their
Exactly.
products. You know what I really hate? Apple provides computers and stuff for people to use in movies all the time.
Yeah.
But when you use an Apple product in a movie, it's natural. I am so sick of seeing people take out a Microsoft Surface and open that little kickstand and set it down. It drives me insane because it's part of their merchandising product placement deal that
You have to use the kickstand.
use the kick. Like, you have to show people taking it out and using the kickstand.
Mm.
And it every single
What have you
time-
recently seen that happen in?
I don't know. I don't watch stuff that uses that.
As soon as he sees it, he turns it off. No, click.
You're dead to me, Supernatural.
Change-
14 seasons in. and
Changing it.
Dead. No, I actually haven't seen it lately because probably Microsoft is like, this isn't working. Nobody's buying this shit. But it went on for quite a while. It was like 5 times every episode of anything I ever watched.
That sounds like a William Goldman statement. Every episode I've ever watched.
The script is rubbing off on me.
It was
I hope I don't come across any 15-year-old girls because I could
Game
be
over.
in trouble.
Tywin Lannister pulled that motherfucker out and was looking at it on the toilet.
Kickstand.
Yeah, the crossbow bolt went through Microsoft's surface, and he died
Spoiler,
with the
folks.
surface.
Yeah, and it blinks out on him.
Spoilers for season, 3?
4
Game of
maybe?
Thrones?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
The last one that was good.
Billy types in Mercury, God, and hits the search button. Good thing that he clarified.
God.
That it's not the planet
Yeah.
or the silvery stuff.
Toxic. Yeah.
Yes. And hits the search button. Cut to Billy staring at the screen, shocked. Oh, please. I love Google, but there's 549,000 entries here. You can look at the first few.
Nobody looks at anything past like the first 5 or 10.
No.
Like,
No. But page
It's not
2,
on page 1.
What the fuck is page 2?
You Google something else.
Jenny shuts her eyes, blindly hits one of the entries. Good girl. Cut to the screen. A blizzard of words as Billy stares. It says here Mercury was the god of games and thieves. He sags. How does that come in handy in my fight against evil? Jenny shuts her eyes again. Hits another entry. Cut to the screen. One entry disappears, another replaces it. Cut to, this is how computers work.
Why aren't they on Wikipedia?
Product placement.
Can't even tell you.
I mean, they're not idiots. Like, they know how to use a computer.
No, here's something that
She's the smartest 15.
That's right. Smarter than most.
Right? I mean,
Yogi Bear comes through and goes, whoa, I'm not as smart as her.
I don't know about that, boo-boo.
By the way, this was written in 2003. YouTube does not exist yet.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that weird to think?
It was a happier time.
Yeah.
I love YouTube. It's the comments I could do without. YouTube comments are kind of the cesspool of the public internet. It discounts
4chan.
half of Reddit and all of 4chan.
I was going to
That's
say.
the real cesspool.
Yeah.
4chan is
Pretty
like,
bad.
That's bad.
Like for like the popular places that people can go to on a normal, regular basis without being psychopaths,
Yeah,
YouTube
fair.
comments are the bottom.
Yeah.
They're the
Yeah,
worst.
I'm gonna go with you on that. Yeah. I don't read them.
Cut to Billy, close up, a big moment. Jen, what if I can fly? Mercury could fly. It says so here. Cut to Billy, leaping to his feet. He strikes a flying pose, arms out.
Sorry, but you look like Mighty Mouse that way.
How did these kids know what Mighty Mouse is?
There was a cartoon in the 80s.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's 2000.
they were born in the 80s.
2003.
They were not born in the 80s.
They weren't.
Yeah, Jenny was. She's 15.
2003. Do some math there.
Practically the 80s.
Like very end of the 80s.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Maybe they have like a shitty old VHS at all of these orphanages with just all the old movies and whatnot.
They've got the old, they've got the original, 1940s Mighty Mouse on a VHS tape somewhere.
I mean, we know they're not watching Hercules.
They don't even have, the late 80s John Kricfalusi Mighty Mouse.
Sure.
They've got the original stuff.
That's true.
Also, still the 80s. 2003 minus 15. Definitely the 80s.
What, 88?
Yeah. You're giving me shit, and it's not wrong.
I'm sorry. Hey, Kelly, how much
Thank
TV
you.
did you watch the year you were born?
A lot.
A lot. Hello.
Please, tell me about
Aladdin
it.
came out the year I was born.
Oh, and aren't we excited to see Will Smith? Oh.
Only if him and Aladdin lay out a scene from Bad Boys.
As we record this, just yesterday, the first images of Will Smith's Genie came out on the internet.
I've never seen Reddit so angry.
Oh, I know. So many childhoods ruined.
I mean, can we not? Why?
I don't think it'll be as bad as people think.
I don't think so either. I'm with you on that, Kelly.
But
Yeah.
I haven't seen actually any of these Disney live action remakes.
They're awesome. They're great.
I mean, Beauty and the Beast was
don't
literally
see-
shot for shot the original.
Beauty and the Beast was
Then
good.
why make it?
Because they have so much money, and man,
And it was a shoo-in.
practical effects are incredible. The costuming is amazing. The songs
and they
are
knew
awesome.
they would make a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
We have the movie. It exists.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but now we have it twice.
we have a few movies that we could fix that
And
way too.
The Lion King isn't even doing it in a different way. They're just animating it with newer animation.
sure.
And Beyonce.
And yeah, Beyonce and all those.
I mean, you got to bring in Beyonce.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, that's yeah.
Beyonce should be in everything. Why isn't she Captain Marvel? By which I mean the Brie Larson Captain Marvel, not the
to
Shazam.
confuse with Zachary Levi.
Though I would pay to see Beyonce as Shazam.
Who wouldn't?
I would pay to see Beyonce as any superhero.
You know, Ben Affleck did just drop out of being Batman.
Oh, I'm so sad. I love Batfleck.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll figure out where my arms go later. He heads for the door. Wish me luck. And he scoots off.
Is he still Shazammed out in this?
No, it says
No.
Billy, not Captain
Oh,
Marvel.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, it didn't explain how he went back to Billy. Like, he just poofed. Like,
Yeah, it didn't. Just, hey, it's Billy again.
maybe they were in the meadow.
Can I just say though, how funny would it be to have Captain Marvel like hunched over a little kid's desk, typing on the?
Yeah, that's what
Googling
that's
stuff?
what I wanted it to be.
That
like,
would have been
he's
better.
tick, 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 tick.
And I feel like that's what Zachary Levi is going to give us.
Yeah, I agree with
judging
that.
from the
Yeah,
trailers that I've seen.
for sure.
Cut to Jenny's room as she sits at the computer. Now she hears the thunder, sees lightning outside, turns away from her desk as we cut to the window, and here comes Captain Marvel, slowly rising up into view, just hanging magically in space. We've seen like 5 Superman movies at this point, dude. We know how this works.
She doesn't.
It's true. She's
It
15.
was a big moment for her.
And like, is there like her first like grabbing of a bicep too? So
Yeah.
now he's flying.
Yeah,
It's a flying
and,
bicep.
It's a flying bicep.
And since
there's
we've
2 of them.
established how astounding this is for her, please, Kelly, read your line.
Wait, I'm rushing to the window.
Oh, sorry. Jenny rushes to the window, stares at him,
That is so neat.
holds his powerful arms out toward her. Want to hitch a ride, little lady?
God.
Yeah, you do.
Cut to Jenny and Captain Marvel, just a few inches apart. Her inside, him floating in the air.
Do you trust me?
And yes, sex has reared its head again.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Here I am, guys.
Hey, kids.
Hey, kids. Sex is in the house.
Yeah, just a little window between y'all. I mean, come on. You don't need anything in between. Nothing in between. Nothing at all. Oh, I forgot. I did sex as a new character also.
There you go. You finally get one.
She reaches out to him. Her arms touch his massive shoulders. And for just an instant, it looks like she's going to climb aboard.
She's going to climb that like a tree.
Then she drops her arms, steps quickly back. Because this is her like fighting her own libido.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is
Because she knows it's an 11-year-old inside that.
No, it's because this is the beginning of the movie.
I hope it's because she knows she's a 15-year-old.
We're not at the climax yet, Kelly.
Hey.
I just don't know what is going on with this man that he's writing this intense sexual like drive between these two.
It's a fan.
This is a superhero movie.
It's fan fiction. There's always ridiculous sex in fan fiction.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys said fan fiction earlier. I didn't realize you meant slash fiction.
Slash means gay.
Yeah, like
I thought slash just meant
Yeah.
2 characters.
yeah, like the
No.
Property Brothers. Have you
Slash
read the
fiction
slash fiction
specifically
of the
is
Property
gay.
Brothers? It's the best. We should do that. We should do that one day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
we 100% should do that.
It's really good.
That's why don't we just start our own second podcast?
Fan fiction.
It's so good.
We'll call it slash film. No, I feel like that's taken.
Yeah, probably.
Some other time for sure. Paper due.
You never mentioned to the twerp about any paper.
Billy is not a twerp. Well, he is, but it's the age.
Chicken. Look what you missed. Cut to Captain. Wait. So in the first Captain Marvel scene, he's Billy.
Yeah.
Same personality.
He might still be
person,
Billy, but trying to get laid.
But
It doesn't
he's
say-
referring to himself as a twerp.
It doesn't
Yeah.
say /Billy.
It's true.
And then she says, well, he is, but it's the age.
They're talking.
And he doesn't have his feelings hurt.
Yeah,
True.
they're talking about him like in the third person, like
Yeah.
he's not
Yeah.
there.
He's
I
not
guess we'll see
Which
next
makes
when
Captain
Billy comes
Marvel a flying super powerful predator.
Yes. So this should go.
back. Yay!
So this should go. You never mentioned to the twerp about any paper. Billy's not a twerp. Well, he is, but it's the age. Hey.
Yeah.
What the fuck, lady?
Yeah.
Maybe it will when Billy comes back.
I want to see you,
We gotta get there.
Captain Marvel, sonic fart and belch. I feel like
Well, as soon as someone tries to adopt Captain Marvel, we'll do that. Now, there was a comic. It was, I think, one of the sequels to Dark Knight Returns, where Captain Marvel is there and he's old, and he says in that issue that he never, like, Billy Batson didn't turn into him. They switched places.
That's what I get from this. Yeah, now.
Yeah. He said they switched places, and Billy had died a number of years earlier. From I don't know, whatever, just said that he had died. So he was Captain Marvel now, and if he said the word Shazam, he would just vanish into nothingness. Because
Wow.
there was no one to switch places with him.
So somebody should just never ask him his name.
Well, that wasn't
say-
his name.
yeah, he'd
then.
say Captain
It was
Marvel, yeah.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Now, Now, he also has, there's an extended Captain Marvel family. There's Captain Marvel Jr.
Naturally.
and Mary Marvel.
I like Mary Marvel's costume. I think it's cute.
Yeah. Mary Marvel switches by saying Shazam, but Captain Marvel Jr. got his powers from Captain Marvel. So he would change by saying Captain Marvel rather than Shazam.
So many more syllables.
this is very complicated.
So there was a whole period in the 90s where he called himself CMJ because if he said his name, he would change,
That's amazing.
That's actually pretty funny.
What a way to lose your power.
right? Hey, what's your name? Captain Marvel.
Plap.
Exactly. Cut to Captain Marvel. A quick farewell salute, then he goes into a giant, gorgeous balletic spin, his body turning slowly and perfectly in the moonlight. It is something majestic to see. Power and grace unmatched, until he crashes hard into a tree trunk and falls, humiliated, to the ground. Cut to Jenny, framed in the window, and she can't help it, starts to laugh.
Mercury probably had his bad days too.
Now from Jenny, cut to a thick wood. Desolate. Car headlights penetrate the darkness. I'm not liking even his or even his choice of words here, given the sexual tension we just had. You
At least
can't-
it's not still a scene between Billy and...
Yeah.
Right, but sexual tension, thick wood, penetrate, all in just rapid succession.
And we're getting to the incest siblings, so we know where this is going.
Oh.
He is
Here we go.
making me so uncomfortable.
Shazam.
I mean, oh. I'm wondering if "as you wish" used to be a different phrase. Something creepy.
Don't ruin Princess
Oh
Bride
man.
for me. Don't do
Oh
that.
dude.
Don't do it.
Like early
sacred.
drafts of Princess Bride.
It's not poisonous iocane powder. It just knocks you out. It's odorless, tasteless.
Can't be traced.
Can't be
And he
traced.
puts it in some pudding. I have the worst Bill Cosby impersonation.
Please don't.
Clearly.
Yeah, please don't.
I just did it. See, that's how bad it is.
Pudding pops.
Car headlights penetrate the darkness. Slow going. Now the car. It's a crummy one. Old. Dings and bangs. One step up from a heap. Cut to inside the car. Beautia drives. Magnificus rides in the back seat. Does his best to hold down the corpse of their father. Is it floating?
I mean, from, flying through the window. Yeah.
but it's incredibly bumpy. Oh, I got you. Now the car hits a big hole and Magnificus loses his grip and the dead man's arms flail around.
This is a great scene. Keep going. Keep going. I want to see where you go.
That music cue was so perfect, though. Also, before I continue with the scene, I just want to consider what kind of place is handing over the corpse of somebody, like, just here?
The
Here's
same
the
place
corpse.
that spent hours testing to see if he was dead.
Didn't they drive up in a hearse?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're in a beater hearse, apparently. Or they changed cars. Like,
They just brought the hearse for
He's
aesthetic.
not,
Yeah.
he's not in any sort of box or
Coffin.
container, not even a body bag. There's just like,
he's in the back seat with
here's
with
a fucking
Magnificus.
body. Magnificus loses his grip and the dead man's arms flail around, slapping Magnificus in the face hard.
Sorry.
Her brother says nothing, glares at her, then grabs the corpse's arms again, pinions them against his own body. The car slows, and we cut to, more hyperbole, just the crummiest house you ever saw. Totally isolated from the world. Old, sagging, creaky, a total dump. Beautia pulls up to the broken front steps, stops the car, gets out. And so does Magnificus, alone. Without a word, he dashes inside.
I could use some help here.
I can't miss my programs.
And he is gone. My programs.
Can't miss my soaps.
Oprah's on!
Jeopardy's on.
Beautia sighs, walks around the car, reaches into the back seat as we cut to the corpse as she struggles to get her father out of the car. But it's hard for her. His legs catch as she tries to turn him. His shoulders won't clear the doorway. She lets him sink back into the car a moment, takes a deep breath, tries... I wish I had yakety sax on my soundboard. Cut to a laboratory in the house. Remember the fabulous laboratory we saw before with the warden and the German scientist? This is kind of the reverse. The corpse of Dr. Sivana lies on an obviously used operating table, naked except for a towel across his waist. So his daughter was carrying in his naked corpse, all a fumble and
A slapping.
ugh. Shelves filled with bottles, filled with... No, I read that right. Shelves filled with bottles, filled with liquids of various colors line the walls. And lots of books. Fat scientific volumes in various languages. They're there too. Syringes and scalpels are also visible. Beautia, now in white medical clothing and wearing horn-rimmed glasses, moves carefully around her father. Even in this unpleasant place, she is something to see. I mean, with horn-rimmed glasses, yeah, she is.
And now
Seriously.
you know she's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
so well,
yep.
she has the glasses
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
The only sound is that of television violence. Somewhere, not far off, a TV set is blasting away, turned up full, something it continues to do throughout. We hear gunfire, screams of anguish, groans, explosions, you name it.
The new season of Punisher.
Yeah. Beautia takes a deep breath, picks up a magnifying glass, and starts to work. What she is doing is this, going over her father's skin with great care. Clearly, she is looking for something. Cut to Sivana's scalp as seen in the magnifying glass. Very slow movement. Nothing of interest. We are looking at skin. Big deal. It says in the script. Cut to Beautia. And suddenly now, a thunderous crash. But this one did not come from any TV set. And it shakes the floor. She's startled, takes a moment to compose herself, leaves the laboratory, walks a few steps along the hall to the kitchen. Cut to Magnificus in the kitchen working out. He wears gym shorts and his body looks even more incredible. Here you go, Kelly.
It's Army Hammer, I told you.
The kitchen is filled with two things. Two things? Huge bottles of muscle-building powder and a remarkable amount of weightlifting equipment.
No refrigerator.
Like you keep in the kitchen.
No microwave.
Magnificus is a power lifter. The walls are lined with large photographs of Magnificus practicing various kinds of martial arts. But these are different. We are not looking at plain old kung fu or karate. These are martial disciplines we have never seen. You can tell from photos. Clearly, he is not just phenomenally powerful. He is also an expert in violence. At the moment, Magnificus is into his powerlifting routine. It's almost superhuman. As he works out, he is staring at a sci-fi monster movie on the TV set. The noise, now that we are closer, is even louder.
Some quiet would help.
Cut to Magnificus, looking at his sister. Let me ask you, Kelly. This gorgeous specimen of a man, 6'4", Army Hammer, whole deal.
Yeah.
Is he less attractive because he leaves his sister to carry a corpse into the house while he goes to watch TV and lifts weights in the kitchen?
Maybe that's what she's into. You can't judge.
I'm just saying, is this still an attractive man as the whole package to you?
I think allowances would be made. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Good to be Army Hammer is what I'm saying here.
pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
This is a girl who, faced with Army Hammer, would not back away like Jenny. She'd be on that shit.
She's like, can I get in on your powerlifting routine?
Let me get my climbing gear, because I'm going to get on it.
A thick wood.
Penetrating the darkness. Cut to Magnificus, looking at his sister. Looking through her would be closer to it.
At least he's not looking at her.
And we realize that the loving brother and sister we saw back in the viewing room of the prison, well, there's no love lost between these two. So, like, later on, Jamie and Cersei.
Yeah. We've just jumped 8 seasons in 10 minutes.
Like when she's doing the very thing that made him kill a king.
Yeah.
Like he gave up all his vows and killed a king.
That wasn't really the breaking point, though, for them.
No, but that's like, dude, she burned down the Sept of Baelor with thousands of people in it.
Yeah, but those are two very different incidences.
But still,
separated by like 15 years.
He killed the king to prevent that, and then his own sister did it. I just always found that
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely
troubling.
Mad Queen kind of thing going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Jamie's whole arc. He's going to have to end it.
And next time on Game of Thrones chat,
what I'm trying to do is hard, Magnificus.
Oh, poor put on Butia. Like this is easy.
Indicating his weights.
and he moves toward her, intentionally drops the weights right next to her. Huge crash. The ground really shakes this time. And Butia, surprised, momentarily loses her balance, which makes Magnificus smile. First smile we've seen from him. Butia leaves. Cut to Dr. Sivana's skin, as seen through the magnifying glass. Nothing of interest. We are looking at skin. That reads like a Zork game. Cut to the tiny laboratory. It's hours later. Butia works away. God knows how long she's been at it, but sunlight streams past the edges of the window shades. Same horrible violent sounds from the TV. And Butia is starting to tire. Can I make a prediction?
Mm-hmm.
I think they're one person.
Who?
Butia and Magnificus.
Interesting choice.
I think they separate into brains and brawn and eventually come together into one whole
being.
entity.
Like
Sex undetermined.
Like Destructicons? Like,
Yeah, like Voltron.
yeah. Oh, that's good.
What
I
are
like
we
that.
betting on this prediction?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing.
So many Diet Cokes.
So many Diet Cokes.
I'm just seeing like such a dichotomy between these two that I feel like there has to be some sort of twist.
Okay. I do not agree, but I am willing to take that prediction.
Also, I do not know if these are even characters in the comics.
They
I
are.
feel like you might have fixed these characters by adding this. like if that's not true, I'm going to be kind of sad later. I'm like, oh, that sounds awesome.
Kelly, can you look up if these are characters in the comics?
They are. There's 4 children from
4
Dr.
children.
Sivana. The other 2 have less dumb names.
Oh, it is Voltron.
Georgia and
Savannah's all like, and all 4 of the
Thaddeus
head.
Jr.
Georgia and who?
Thaddeus Jr. Thaddeus is Savannah's first name.
Okay.
That is right. Now that she says it, I know that is his name. Okay. Sorry, I lost my spot. Beauty works away. God knows how long she is. Sunlight.
Some horrible.
But she's not about to give in. As she continues to work over the corpse. Cut to the interview room in the orphanage, the same place we saw Billy misbehaving. A different couple sits on the couch now. The husband is, no question, a cute guy. Way cuter than his wife, who is far too thin. This is William Goldman just saying like, hey fellas, I swing both ways. Guys and underage girls.
Malcolm here, and we put a lot of faith in love.
You agree with that, young lady?
I believe that passion is what makes my world go round.
And on these words, cut to Jenny. And yes, she is gorgeous. God, we've seen her. We know that. She's also a tomboy, wears baggy clothes. This is the portion of the script where William Goldman tells us things he's already told us.
No, it's about to get so much worse.
Well, that lady's not in the room now, folks. We are looking at a sex bomb. I'm done.
A 15-year-old sex bomb.
Jeremy Irons walks in.
Oh, God.
Gives her a pair of heart-shaped glasses, and they leave and bang across the fucking America.
Jenny wears lipstick, a stylish dress. Her hair is brushed perfectly and falls beautifully down to her shoulders.
Passion. Oh my, yes.
One thing to be added, she is staring dead at the cute husband. And she wants him.
Oh my God. This
Bad.
is so wrong.
Did she say Hera's name or something?
Oh.
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Zeus was the horny one, and Hera's like, motherfucker, would you stop fucking people?
Stop turning
Or
into a
things.
bull and fucking people.
Or a swan, or just the
A
list.
golden
goes on.
light.
Ugh,
Cut
God,
to-
I feel so gross.
The skinny wife, and she cannot believe what is going on right in front of her eyes.
Malcolm, say something.
What do you want me to say?
I can just tell by looking at Malcolm that he and I'm going to be his little girl, and he sure is going to be my daddy.
Jesus.
He actually wrote that for a 15-year-old
Holy
child.
fuck.
She's doing the same thing as Billy. In his defense, she's doing the same thing as Billy, intentionally blowing this.
Yeah,
this
so she doesn't get
adoption.
adopted. But
Yeah,
like
but,
of all the
he's-
ways to go about
He's
it.
playing
but-
out. He wants this to be made so he can watch it.
Yeah,
But it's
Like-
yeah.
I'm giving him that caveat. Like, we know that's what's going on. We acknowledge that it's still creepy as shit.
Yeah, it's
because
still
not
not
only is
okay.
she blowing the adoption, she's on the verge of blowing this man.
He is a cute husband, though.
Cut to Malcolm. Can't help it. Starts to blush like crazy. Cut to the skinny wife. Grabbing him, yanking him up.
Are we ever going to talk about this?
As she drags him out of the room, the sound of a basketball is heard. Cut to Jenny. Back on the court, back in her baggy clothes, practicing. Billy sits on the edge of the court reading a thick book. Mr. Gates approaches, shaking his head.
You two have been here longer than anybody. I feel so failed.
It was close.
Oh, please.
Pointing to Billy.
This one belches and farts, and you do your Anna Kournikova imitation, and here we still are.
Looks at them.
You know you're going to be separated someday. How are you going to deal with that?
He turns, heads away. Well, clearly she's going to wait 3 years and she's going to adopt Billy.
Right. Yeah. Easy.
And then they're going to bang it out, and then it's going to be a whole thing.
At least they'll both be over 18 at that point.
Baby Marvels.
Baby Marvels.
Talk about Captain Marvel Jr. Heyo!
Hi, guys. I'm Sex.
Don't worry. Who would take us? He slams the book shut dramatically. I spent all day trying to read about the philosophy of evil. Way over my head. How am I supposed to spend my life fighting something when I don't understand what it is? Or why I have this music on my drop board?
It's awesome.
Want to go look for some?
Yes! I mean, it must exist, right? And on that, cut to...
Fade out.
Okay, guys. So, this whole Lolita thing,
It's 100% not okay.
I can't anymore. I'm so upset by this.
I just don't want to believe it about
How
William
could
Goldman.
this man have written the most perfect romance in the history of cinema?
For his 2 young daughters.
Maybe it was, maybe we just didn't get to read the first draft.
True.
I mean,
Maybe Buttercup was actually like 12 before someone was like, dude, you've got to make her at least 18.
Okay, have you read the novel?
Yeah.
So you know how it's the good parts
Yeah.
edition? The story being that S. Morgan Thorne wrote this book and
It was
and William Goldman
annotated.
went through and cut out all the boring parts, like the 8 pages of her packing hats and shit.
Yeah.
Maybe the story is that maybe the way he came up with that whole conceit was that he wrote the version with all the underage sex, and then he's like, I should cut all that out. And then
Clearly
this'll
he
just be the
doesn't
good
think
parts.
he needs to cut it all out, though. I don't think he thinks that's a problem.
I wonder if there's if we could look up Goldman and be like, is he a little pervert? Like,
Oh, actually,
Like-
can you look up William Goldman's cause of death? I want to see if it's if he died of a boner.
is he in the same realm as David Carradine?
Pneumonia.
Pneumonia from boner?
Pneumonia.
Complications from colon cancer and pneumonia.
Oh,
Wow, that got less funny.
I mean, if this is any indication of his inner world, like, kind of feel like, maybe he deserved it a little bit.
Oh, I just don't want to believe that.
Also, how do you die from complications of colon cancer and pneumonia?
I'm sure
I mean-
it was like his immune system was so compromised from the cancer that pneumonia.
How old
got
was
it.
he?
87.
86.
Oh, well, everything.
Yeah, everything
kills
kills
you
you.
at that point. You get a cricket come in your room and then you're dead. Like,
Well, crickets are a death omen.
I mean, yeah, it's true. Are they? You could have totally got me. I would have believed you. Like, really? Huh?
I actually know a lot about death omens from reading the book Paul is Dead. Or no, The Walrus Was Paul is the name of the book. It's all about the Beatles' death clues. I have it around here somewhere. It's a really great read, and it goes into like all the supposed death omens on the Beatles covers that they put in to let us all know that Paul had died.
That's one of my favorite conspiracy theories.
It is the best one. But I would like to tell everybody that they can follow Table Reads on Twitter at The Table Reads, on Instagram at The Table Reads. We are on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Table Reads. We have a YouTube channel with nothing on it. So
Definitely follow that one.
yeah. We'll put stuff there eventually, but so far, no, there's literally nothing. It's like,
Well-
hey, there's a channel. I don't think I put the description on there
Smash
yet.
that like button and hit subscribe.
Yeah, because you know what's going to happen? Eventually, stuff's going to start coming, and you'll like have forgotten about this show.
He's so delighted.
But you'll be like, "Why is hey, there's this stuff," and then you'll remember we exist, and you'll come back into the fold, and we will love you again.
It's true.
We never stopped. Kelly never started.
She's fickle.
There you go.
She's very fickle.
Joshua, what you got?
What do you mean?
Is it Joshua Baker Media? Joshua.
Oh, you want my plug?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Plug.
yeah.
This is the plug time.
So I'm working as a voice actor right now. You can see my website, joshuajbaker.com. You can follow me on Instagram, Josh Baker Media.
Wait, you're not going to invoice me, are you?
Oh no, not today.
Okay.
I am not a voice actor, as you can tell, because I use the same voice for every character. But
I want Edgy to come back.
I miss Edgy. That was my finest moment. But you can follow my cosplay and my LARP and my modeling shenanigans at my Instagram / Facebook, which is Kira Kelly, KiraKelly.
Yes, and I've told you all the things for the table reads to do and listen to, and subscribe, please. We are on all the platforms: iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Stitcher,
You're just saying words now.
iTunes,
Google Podcasts,
Google Play,
Spotify.
We're everywhere. If you can get a podcast there, we're there. Go find us and click subscribe. There used to be another podcast with table reads in the title. There no longer is. We're the only ones. We outlasted them, even though I'm fairly certain they were clearly better than us.
Thanks for that vote of confidence.
You know, they were doing good scripts.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah. So we do bad scripts, and, you know, we get what we get. So, goodbye.
This podcast was created by Sean McBee. For more, visit TableReadsPodcast.com. Cut to black.